I once again. So since the last video I did, I saw the 4 hour and 40 minutes Alex Jones and Joe Rogan. A lot of mixed reviews on that, you know. Here's my take on that. Some of what he said is true. Some of what he said, you know, is probably complete bullshit. Who knows, right? When nobody has the full picture, right? 40,000 foot view. I will say the fact that, and I posted this too on my Twitter, but the fact that in 40 minutes that had 1 million point something views, and the fact that he's screaming that the global elite, that's a great impression, right? The global elite are eating babies and selling organs and whatnot. Like, the fact that he's yelling about that, and, you know, a couple million people at this point probably watched it, I'm all for that. Yeah, there was some disinfo in there, but, you know, that's just how the game is. Yeah, that's crazy. Even if those numbers are like a fraction of what he said, you know, half, was that $500,000 for a baby so they can harvest the organs? Like, this shit is real, and the fact that people don't believe it, because it's crazy, man. I sent that to like, not the 5 hour one, because, you know, obviously there's normal people who don't, you know, go and sit and watch something like that or listen to something like that, like you know, people like, not people like us, the normies, or whatever you want to say, right? Excuse me. And they didn't get that from that. Like, the snippet where he shows the doctor, the governor talking about how they need 2 physicians and whatnot, and saying whether or not if they would resuscitate the baby. This shit is crazy how you can look at that and someone can see something completely different. It blew my mind. Didn't understand how. I'm like, how are you looking at this and getting something different? It was crazy. But like I said, yeah, even if it was a fraction of those numbers, that's crazy that you as a physician and a nurse or whatever, a fucking practitioner, you can make this type of money on the side. Granted, they already make a fuck ton of money. I'm gonna just curse. Fuck it. I'm trying not to, but you know what you're gonna get on this channel, right? But like, the fact that you can make that type of money and you sitting there and you got these people on video saying, hey, you know, if I fucking, like, not to use the Alex Jones example, because I've seen the video he's talking about though, where the lady says, you know, hey, if we could keep him alive a lot longer, we can make much more money. That's a real, like, that's real. You can go look that shit up. It's crazy that you can make these claims or say something to somebody, like a person who doesn't do, you know, look into this type of shit, and they will not believe you. Even if you send this is what I'm starting to realize. Some people just don't want to see this shit or don't want to wake up, because I can do a timeline, like a proof of something, right? And they still either won't react to it, or just, some people just don't care. Anyways, what I was getting into about the whole taking all the children and whatnot and organs and stuff, it's a sacrifice to Moloch, the fucking bull. You got that bull everywhere. You go to, was it Wall Street? They got that big ass bronze bull in front of it, right? You got that. You got the if you go look at the freaking this is in DIA, the Denver International Airport. You go look at, golly, every time I do these videos I need to adjust the air. But you go look at the was it the biological warfare mural on the right corner at the bottom. You got a bull but he has like a halo type thing around his neck. So like, they're so blatant with this shit. They show you the things that they believe in, and, you know, whatnot. It's crazy, man. All this shit is blatant and crazy. What else was I gonna get into? Well, I know I said last time I was gonna have sticky notes, but, you know, I'll be freestyling. You know, what else is going on? QAnon, right? I've been following Q since it was in November 17. I stopped for a couple months, probably earlier this year, right? Yeah, so I did all 18. I was on it, man. On it. .com. I'm joking. Let me not say that. I don't really support Joe like that. I just like some of his shows. Yeah, I was on it crazy, right? And then I stopped because, you know, normal life stuff, Matrix shit. But what I'm gonna say is the whole book thing, the Amazon book, right? Come on, it's a Patriot. Everybody knows that. P-A-Y, Patriot. How are you gonna try to make money? I mean, it's granted there are some people making money off the movement, but now I'm not calling no names out, but you can't do. Come on, man. And look, at the end of the day, and then people are saying that it might be a psyop. I believe it, man. This movement is too huge for it to go unchecked. That's why you got thousands of articles coming out. You got the news, press media, all that. You know, they're trying to get. You know how like sometimes you get a surgery and the doctor says, hey, you know, you don't want to get behind this pain. It's too late. They're behind the pain already. Here comes the pain. Now, I will say, and I'm sure I'm gonna get backlash, but you know me, no care. I don't wholeheartedly trust anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. So I will say, could this be like this whole thing? I don't know. Could it be a whole, you know, a psyop? Maybe, maybe not. I've seen the proofs. There's a bunch of proofs that someone, whoever's making these drops, is working with the president. However, some things just, I don't know, man. Like what's his name, Sebastian Gorka. I don't know if he's with Q or not. he'll push part of the message and then he'll like backtrack a little bit. But if you look him up, he's got like a background in counterintelligence. What is it? Army. It's some type of army program where basically they run psyops. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't care about all of that. You know what I care about? I care about the truth coming out. More people asking these questions, and people actually getting consequences for this type of stuff. Like, you know, I seen Hillary said that she's not running. Good for her. You know, probably because she's gonna be somewhere else. I'm out there. I'm gonna just say shit, no filter, right? I don't even think she's alive, man. Like that. I think that's a clone that they keep propping up. That's why she has to be in certain positions. That's why she has handlers around her at all times. Speaking of handlers, you know what's funny? Somebody said one of my friends said that he thinks that Jamie on the Joe Rogan Experience, that Jamie is Joe Rogan's handler. That's pretty funny, but it's feasible. You know, you never really see him, and Joe kind of like checks him. I don't know. It's a bunch. There's really no rhyme or reason to this video, honestly. I'm just literally just posting another video because I posted one before. I didn't really have too much to bring, but you know, people like my rambling, I guess. I know my friend Tab does. I said his name. Oh well. He'll be all right. But I could just start going over. Okay, so I saw this one video talking about the Kali Yuga and how we might be moving, or we're supposed to be moving from a Bronze Age, or from, I forget which age, I don't know, like Iron Age to the Bronze Age. I don't remember the order specifically, but dude, there's so much going on. Nobody knows what the fuck is really going on. Like, everybody's, you know, saying that they know. Dude, I'm looking at old maps from like 1597 that's telling me the damn, you know, the earth isn't what they tell us it is. They're telling us it's flat. I got some issues with that. I got some issues with the round earth. Like, who knows? It might be hollow. What if this is a simulation and all the theories, like, you know, you got the consciousness being part of it, but what if every single thing that you think is true, or like, because you put the power of thought and consciousness, the plane flying real low, and out into the universe, what if, you know, you got the multiple, was it the soap bubble theory, where there's many worlds theory, there it is. What if every reality is correct and they're all merging somehow on a parallel linear timeline, right? What if they're all merging and every single thing is fucking true? Like, you got space, you got flat Earth, and you got hollow Earth. Wouldn't that be some wild shit? And you got the, you know, the four centric rings, you know, speaking to the yugas and all that. And then the 3,000, 6,000 year cycle and whatnot, you know, switching the ages. It's a lot going on. I am everywhere with this video, but some people will like it. If you don't, you can just put a thumbs down. Like I said, I'm just trying to get people to talk about this type of stuff because, once again, I don't care. You know, I don't care about LeBron going to the Lakers. I don't care. Nike came out with a new shoe. I don't care about that shit. I don't. Now, stuff I do care about, like, you know, that skateboard that they got that hovers, you know, stuff like that. Like, honestly, we have the resources that everybody could be driving a Lambo. Everybody could, you know, have a nice little house with some land that they could grow their own food on, and we don't gotta be arrested for collecting rainwater. What? It is crazy that we live in a world society, whatever, that you have to pay to be alive. Like, that's crazy. Like, birds, they fucking born. The parents, you know, might throw them out the nest or whatever, depending on the species, whatever, you know, regurgitate it back into the baby mouth to eat the food. But they don't got bills to worry about. They're worried about trying to fly and survive. Like, we are in the, it's so, like, our humanity, whatever civilization has evolved so much to the point that we got people that are poor now, and you got the haves and the have-nots. It's freaking wild that it's gotten to this point. But I don't think that this is the first time this has happened. You know, you got all these theories about resets and stuff. I think it's true though, because there's a hidden hand somewhere that's you know, mixing the pot. Has to be. Has to be. Go. There's a hidden hand mixing the pot. And I don't, like I said, I don't think this is the first time. You got people looking at all these Civil War photos and photos from, you know, back in the era, HD photos. You know, they're showing the exposure time is, basically they're showing shit that shouldn't have been around during those times, and that some of these pictures look like they're staged. They do. You know, and it's funny because I'm starting to realize you can present a new theory or like some type of development and base a theory off of that to somebody who's conspiratorial. But however, if they're not, and you try to present that to them, they will not show any type of, they just won't. They won't even entertain it. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's so much going on though. And whenever anyone, because a lot of people that know me know I'm into this like heavy, right? And they'll say, hey man, what's the new thing? And it's like, dude, what do you want to know? Like, like, it's so fucking much, man. What do you want to know? I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. It's so much. It's literally so much. That's why I take breaks, man. You got to take breaks. Anyways, continue with what I was saying. Like, we have the type of resources where, oh shit, my bad. Look, you know I'm gonna post it like this. We have the type of resources where everyone doesn't have to work, you know, 70 hours, 50, 40 hours a week just to get by. Like, we could be working 4 hours a week, you know, just chilling, listening to Tame Impala, skateboarding. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to be breaking our backs to go make this almighty dollar just to go buy like bread and shit that's 3,000 times what it used to be. Like, you know what I mean? Freaking McDonald's. Not that McDonald's is a good example, but you know, their hamburgers used to be 19 cents, man. What happened? You know? And then you got all this economy and you got to keep this up and all this. No, man, all this shit is a farce and it's bullshit and it's fucking debt that was created. So now we're all debt slaves, man. I'm running 14 minutes already. I'm going to end this. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm going to title this. This is a bunch of ramblings. Just title it ramblings or something like that. But actually, I could continue. You guys will watch me for a little bit longer, right? If you don't, whatever. I don't know, man. This is just a lot going on, you know. What else we got? I figured I covered. So you got the. You familiar with Tesla and the Wardenclyffe Tower and Tesla coils and all that? So there's this company, Viziv, V-I-Z-I-V, and then Texas. I think it popped up 2017 maybe, where there was a Tesla tower that popped up in Texas, and people didn't know what was going on. And then the company comes out and say, hey, we're building this free energy. And I looked at the site. They said affordable, so it's like, is that oxymoronic? Like, it's free energy that costs, which is what we pay for now. Like these little, I don't know if you can see them, but those right there, like that. Do you see those white boxes? In that is Tesla fucking technology, man. They're charging us for free energy. It's crazy. And then I'm sure if you start, or if you like wanted to build a Tesla coil in your backyard or something like that, I'm sure they come in and say, hey, you're off the power grid. It's crazy. We got smart meters and shit. You got piezoelectric fucking devices that are taking your heart rate. It's so much shit going on, man. And it's crazy when you try to explain this shit to people, because that, like I always talk about disconnect, but there is your free time. You might go watch the Kardashians, go play basketball, fucking, I don't know, do whatever, watch Netflix or some shit. In my free time, I am sitting there reading, I'm watching videos, I'm doing the research, I'm looking at declassified documents, excuse me, documents, I'm reading laws, I'm on the Congress website, I'm on the CIA .gov/ library reading room, the virtual reading room. So in my free time, I have countless hours that I've stacked up doing this type of stuff. So when I say these crazy claims that you think aren't realistic, it's because I've done the research, and I sound like however I sound because I'm trying to stress to you the importance of all this shit that's going on, and I don't know. I be needing to get this shit off my chest. So this might start being my diary, man, because it's crazy. I should go skateboard real quick. No, it's crazy, man. That's the disconnect. It's so crazy. Yeah, I'm almost home, but I got 3 minutes till 20 because I don't want to just make a long video of me just rambling, which I did already. But I feel like I said some things that, dude, Internet of Things. What else you want, man? It's so much shit going on. Literally, it's almost hard to keep up. And I do this on my phone. My friend says this all the time. He's like, bro, if you had a laptop, you would be dangerous. Probably would. I do all this stuff on my phone, like looking this stuff up and whatnot. Shit, even getting on the keyboards. I got a freaking a VPN tour or whatever. But yeah, man, if there was like a new, a overtaken society, and there was like a new school of thought, and they're like, hey, we're going to teach the real shit, I would be the first to sign up. Wouldn't even care how long it took. Like, if, the Magi schools came out, or the secret schools, and all that knowledge, Vatican got freaking 75 miles underground of artifacts that they say are 300 million years old, and we don't know nothing about that. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You got the three, three city sovereign city states, right? So they have no rules. They're governed by themselves. Got their own military. So you got, I forget where it is in London. That's the banking head of it. You got the spiritual head of it, which is the Vatican, and and all that. And then you got the military arm, which is in DC. And these are all on like ley lines. They got this shit all mapped out, man. Literally. You can look at the streets in DC or whatever, and they make freaking pentagrams. It's crazy. All this shit. However, enough of the doom and gloom. I do think something is occurring that's balancing it out. The light and the dark. There's something happening. You got all this stuff being exposed. the FDA guy fucking, resigned. The Oxycontin producers, was it Purdue or something like that? I can't remember. They're trying to get out of having to pay legal fees. They're causing all this death and destruction. I want the government to be held responsible too, because how were they able to get all those drugs in the country? You got these people sitting there voting against the damn wall. I don't get the disconnect why everybody's so against Trump, man. Here, let me just end this real quick because this is about to be a long video. Just end it with this. If we know, regardless if you're in conspiracies or not, that the media lies to you. It has been proven. I don't know how, there's countless examples, right? And I hope that dude from Covington, whatever his name is, I hope he gets every single dime, because how are you going to show a part of a video and then spin the damn narrative to how you want it, right? It's crazy. Hope he gets every single dime of that. But anyways, what I say about like how everybody like not trying to rally behind Trump or whatever. If the media says something about somebody in general and they pump it up, it's probably not true. You get what I'm saying? Probably not true. So this is what happened. I was oh fuck Trump this, Trump that, right? Fell for it. Maybe I think it was a little bit before the QAnon stuff came out. I said to myself, it was like, why are they going so hard on Trump, right? It makes no sense. Anytime they tell you something about somebody on the news, it's probably wrong. The QAnon stuff came out, and I'm like, oh shit, let me start looking into this. Now, granted, I don't trust them 100%. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't trust anybody 100%. However, he is, I don't know if it's him, it's the energy in the world or what, but a lot of stuff is either getting exposed, but I need some results, I need results. I don't know, man. I didn't really say as much as the other one. Maybe I did, who knows. But I'll see you guys later.